The plate was warm. That's what I remember most. The ceramic heat through my fingertips as I carried it from the counter to the table. My sister's kitchen smelled like cinnamon and roasted chicken. Normal sounds. Laughter from the living room. My nephew, 7 years old, swinging his legs under the table. I set my plate down. Chicken, rice, a small pile of green beans. I reached for my glass of water. The boy leaned over and spat into my food. A wet, deliberate sound. Saliva pooled on the rice. He smiled and said, "Dad says you deserve it." Everyone laughed. My brother-in-law first, then my sister, then my mother. Even my father, who never laughs at anything, made a sound like a cough but was a chuckle. My brother gave me a look across the table, the one he's given me since we were children. The one that says, "You see? You're the reason." I didn't speak. I stood up, walked my plate to the sink, rinsed it, and placed it in the dishwasher. I picked up my purse from the hook by the back door. No one stopped me. I heard my sister say, "Oh, don't be dramatic." I heard my mother say, "Let her go." I drove home in silence, no radio, no tears. Just the hum of the tires and the strange clarity of a decision already made weeks ago but never named. At 10:14 p.m. my mother messaged. 3 sentences. "Don't contact us again. You've always been too sensitive. We're done walking on eggshells." My brother replied to the same group chat with a thumbs-up emoji. Just that. No words. As if I were a customer service ticket marked resolved. I typed back, "Understood. Mortgage auto pay ends tomorrow." Then I put the phone face down on my coffee table and made tea. The explosion came at 11:42 p.m. My mother called 4 times. My brother texted 4 question marks, then a paragraph. "You wouldn't. That's Mom's house. You can't." My sister sent a voice memo that I didn't listen to. My brother-in-law sent a single line. "We can talk about this." I didn't reply. The mortgage was in my name. I bought that house 8 years ago when my parents lost theirs to medical debt and a second round of bad luck. My brother co-signed nothing. My sister contributed nothing. I was 26, single, and so desperate to be good that I signed papers promising to pay for 30 years. My parents lived there. My brother's family visited every Sunday. I was invited every other month. The rule was unspoken but absolute. I was the one who could be treated this way because I was the one who never left. At midnight, my mother sent a different kind of message. "You wouldn't punish your father. He has heart problems." Then, I didn't mean what I said. Then, please. I went to sleep. At 6:14 a.m. I called the bank. I verified the auto pay cancellation. I asked for the remaining balance, $43,712. A sum I had been carrying like a stone in a pocket for so long I'd forgotten what it felt like to walk without it. My mother called at 7 a.m. I answered. "You're ruining this family," she said. "No," I said. "I'm leaving it. What am I supposed to tell your father?" "You can tell him the truth. That his daughter stopped paying for her own exile." She was silent. I could hear my brother shouting in the background. Something about lawyers. Something about what I owed them. "I don't owe you anything," I said. "I never did. I just believed I did." I hung up. I did not block anyone. I wanted them to see every notification, every delivered receipt, every hour that passed without a reply from me. By noon, my brother sent a formal-sounding message. "We need to discuss a transition plan." My sister sent a crying emoji. My father sent nothing. He never does. I sent one final message to the group chat at 2 p.m. "The house is yours to buy, refinance, or leave. I'll sign a quitclaim deed if you assume the loan. You have 60 days. Then I turned off notifications. That night, I sat on my apartment floor, my real apartment, the one I rent alone, the one none of them have ever seen, and I ate dinner from a single bowl, rice and beans. Warm ceramic again, but this time unspit upon. I felt nothing dramatic, no soaring liberation, no collapse into grief, just the quiet muscle ache of a body that has finally stopped carrying something too heavy. The chat continued to explode for 3 more days. Threats, pleas, accusations. A long message from my brother about loyalty that I read twice and deleted. On the 4th day, the bank called. The mortgage had been late for the first time. I told them to speak with the residents. That was not my problem anymore. On the 5th day, my mother left a voicemail. Her voice was small. "We didn't think you'd actually do it." She was right. They never did.